Now we'll move to the FashionNX setting part. So again, one thing I just need to mention it. Uh, you can see going for the further, like menu and the the functionality. When you log in and when you log in and FashionNX get start, you will be able to see some of the modules of the FashionNX here. In terms of this is the first module, which is FashionNX module. Again, in that you have to set up related things are there, so you will be able to do it. Next is that there are few modules you can see here other than these are the all again SAP standard modules, but wherever the icon is not there, that all are the FashionNess modules. So now what we have to see is that the the setting part, and before going to that, uh, there are some the restoration part also available here. Apart from the database credential license and create tables, there is another number tables, reset number tables option is there. When you do this, whatever the like master tables, transactions tables are there, so the numbering of those tables get reset anywhere. Like in this SAP also, we are getting these numbering file functionality to restore the numbering files in a similar manner. For the FashionNX also, reset numbers tables are available, so we can run this. When we run this, it will check all the tables, and it will reset the number tables as well. So now we will move to the setting part, and again there is a form definition. We'll come to that as well. So when we open the setting, you can see there are the general tab, item master, sales and purchase, production related setting is there, planning related setting is there. There is a setting related to the barcoding and some of the features which we can enable in the FashionNX. So initially nothing is there, but you can start configuring the FashionNX here, and you can enable the feature of the FashionNX from the setting only. So in as a part of it, uh, what is the general? Basically, there are several functionality which we can enable into the FashionNX according to the customer need. Okay. So some of the customer require the data ownership in FashionNX, that is there, that we can do it. Some of the customers want the warehouse wise pricing, like uh, some of the customers are having the different locations of the businesses in across the countries, and so they are having a single product, but from a specific location they are having a specific price list, and another from the another location they are having another price list. So for to manage that, not just depending on this particular customer is according to the SAP Business One, it will you can set that particular price list to that particular customer. But as in when your warehouses got changed, so FashionNess will manage that kind of pricing structure, so that you can enable uh, whenever there is a again there is one of the feature of the scanning in the FashionNX, as and when like particularly in garment and footwear and whatever the like we are dealing with the customers in terms of fashion, they are using the barcodes to scan the products in term of whenever they are doing the inventory transactions. So at that point of time, just some customers want to see the product image when they are scanning that particular product. So we can enable that feature. So there is this option available. Apart from that, there is another feature available that displaying the stock. Okay, and the both things I will showcase in transaction as well when we will go to the transaction. But just I am explaining here is that what are the features we can enable in FashionNX, which relate to the customers majorly. So we can see that whenever we are scanning the barcode or like product, so we just want to see what is the inventory of it. So at that point of time, like we are taking an order, we want to see what are the stock of that particular product is in terms of size and color, because whatever the customers we are dealing, they definitely having the size and color variant kind of things in their product line. So that kind of stock we can view it uh, when we are scanning it. There is another feature. Generally, customers want to use the like inventory by their projects. Okay, so that we can enable it. So whatever the orders they are receiving for that particular order, whatever they want to like buy the raw material at the time of uses of using of that particular raw material, fashioners control will control that particular orders material will be able to issue to that particular order itself, cannot issue the another like order material to the uh, in it means you cannot exchange the raw material wherever you have been ordered something for this specifically for particular order, you will be able to use that particular raw material to that order itself. So that kind of functionality is available, manage inventory by project. So these are the all features available in terms of in general tab. Apart from that, uh, there are currently FashionNX having a 22 sizes. Like at any point of time, currently we can deal with the 22 sizes of any product. In that case, if you want to set it up, how much sizes, because max to max, how much sizes customer want to deal with, or like they are having only 10 sizes in their product line, so you can control that from here. There is a length available. Whatever the masters will create. So the masters code which are generating automatically, those code like you can see that the numbers of the whatever the masters we are adding up further. So those codes you can control it here. Again, these are some settings in terms of the displaying the list of forms from which document the colors should be get displayed. So in this way, these are all practical things. When we will see the transaction, I will explain this how these particular things are going to use. There are some the package kind of things is also available. Apart from that, we can set the default warehouses, because uh, we can set the raw material warehouse as a default. We can set the production warehouse, processing warehouse as a default, and we can set the production warehouse as a default. So usually this will save the time of the customers, because in as per the size of the company, if the company size is smaller, then they have an limited the warehouses. In that case, also you will be able to set some the warehouses as a default. Apart from that, there are several settings which are available. Even after selecting the like the default warehouse here, you will they will be able to select another warehouse as well. But prima facie, whatever the default warehouses are set, they don't need to again select it anything. If there is a limited warehouses are. So there is again alternate unit of measurement available in terms of like kind of stocks manufacturing companies are dealing with the DECA kind of unit of measurements or alternate measure like unit of measurements. So they are not dealing with the, like the pairs. They are especially using the deca kind of the alternative unit of measurements. So in that case, one deca equal to 10 pairs. So that kind of, like uh, UOM, alternate description and factor we can give it here. Uh, Again, whatever the fashion next functionality you are, like when you are running the fashion next, so that time fashion next, in fashion next setting itself, you will be able to set what kind of the log generation level you want. You can keep it normal, it won't like create a log in detail, but definitely when you do a debug, so it will give you a detailed idea of what exactly the system, the log is. In terms of troubleshooting or any case, this is required, what error or what kind of the problem is coming. So as a consultant, when we want to know exactly where the problem is coming, or like we want to escalate the things, so that time we can use this particular the debug functionality of the log. So particularly these are all the things in the general setting. Apart from that, in the item master data, uh, sorry, in the item master tab, uh, there is a functionality we can use the batch as a use barcode as a batch. So this will definitely will control the number of batches which are creating for the particular garment or footwear or like any kind of accessory which with the customers are dealing with, because the transactions movement are huge and just want to control it, the inventory according to the barcodes actually. Okay, so that control is there. I will show this practically as well. There is a style master data which we will go further. We will see in that there is a setting available. The duplicate names are allowed or not. Likewise, in item master, we may need to add the TN for that. The duplicate, the name of the item is not allowed. But in FashionNX, there is a setting available, allow duplicate style master name. So this we can use it as a transaction notification. So there is this particular setting related to item master data. The batch number generation, how the automatic batch should get generated, and what should be a length of the automatic generated batches, and what like you can, when you are starting with the initial the setup, you can start it from one, and you can keep your batch length according to your need. So system will take that particular batch like numbering according to this for the your batches. Again, there are some uh, now in this particular database, there is no series created related to the item master and the barcode series. I will showcase in the another database as well, because just to showcase here the how initially when you run the fashion next, the settings you can enable. So in that way, this database is blank one, but definitely I will showcase this in the another database where the series are created. Now we'll come to the sales and purchase. What are the functionality available into the sales and purchase? So in that, you will be able to enable the the plan sales order. When sales order is created, then some of the plans should get generated, and the when you are scanning your uh, bin, because this is related to particularly the where the rack and bin is available with the customer warehouse, and in that they have been stuck to some the stickers on it. Okay, so that can be a different one stickers. So system will start reading those stickers instead of the like because in the standard one itself there is a option we and have we available barcode of the bin. So that barcode system will start reading. So to start it, you will be able to. enable this. Okay. So instead of entering the warehouse code and then the win number which is created by the system, uh, instead of that, you will be able to scan the barcode directly. Apart from that, there is a setting available. There are two price lists are available in the FashionNX itself on the barcode level. So in that, there is the one is that wholesale price and another is that retail price, which is the maximum retail price we can call. So in that we can set this price also as a default, what price the customer is using in their transactions majorly, so that we can use it. There are some things related to dispatches. Some of the dispatches, like when we are creating a delivery, that time what kind of, which is the season for which they are dispatching the goods, that we can set it as a default, and what type of the dispatch is, like fresh goods or dispatching seconds, or like the on other type of goods is in warehouse. So that kind of the dispatch type they can tag it.